if everything goes according to plan, I would say this series doesn't last longer than 30 minutes and Happy destroys him 3-0. I said in the beginning, if Happy loses a unit here, that is almost a surprise. But maybe it's a little takeaway of how Happy approaches the matchup on this patch. Yesterday he threw a big curveball. Happy is coming from a 3-0 win versus Fortitude, of course. Everybody saw the match yesterday. And it was a divergence from Cryptort into Lich. In the past patch, Happy has played longer tier 3 phases with tier 3 expansions every now and then. Well, in the past couple of years, it was always 9-minute 30 one base push. And I'm pretty much afraid we're gonna get these back. But I got scolded already that I talk about ghouls too much. In case you weren't here throughout the week, there was a patch. Ghouls do 1 more damage but have lower attack speed. But overall, it's not a buff nerf. It's an overall buff. And EleGaNt, we'll see what he can do. Inventory is nice. Immolation, sweet. I think the early games are never really a catastrophe for EleGaNt. He got the right game plan. He got some good ideas. He's contesting his opponent wherever you can go. And is trying to slow down the level 3. Still first blood happy. I feel like EleGaNt was here a little bit too early. Most of you will know that feel. Because you want to be here now when the poison is spread. You got a TP, no staff, have to fight his way out. Happy is sacrificing a lot of HP. But of course, he got the greatest control in all of Warcraft. We got a ghoul kill. Okay, kudos to EleGaNt already, getting 2 ghoul kills. The deadly, deadly Hydra. In exchange... Oh, there's so much potential, right? So much more possible. Happy with good saves. Is decreased attack speed not a debuff for wood gathering? No, those are 2 different stats. And for, I guess, 20 years, ghouls harvested lumber faster than they attack enemy units. Now that is in line.
A player's forces are under attack.
So, EleGaNt already doing better than expected. Taking risks here. Happy has no coil. Archer block to prevent the DK from last hitting, at least for now. Don't tell me. Ooh, EleGaNt gets both XP and items. Shout out to EleGaNt for the first 5 minutes of the game. He might have lost the town portal, and that might bite him. Happy gets the Naga. Lawlight. EleGaNt wanted that Naga as well.
Player's forces are under attack.
But there's now a lot of map control for Happy. Yes, Iron Chef. It just miraculously started working yesterday again. Also here, doesn't work for everybody, doesn't work reliably, but it does work at the moment. Unlike this Naga purchase, Happy camping the tavern. Instant kill. Yeah, this was kind of to be expected, I think. A classic Happy Hammerfall play. Only more classic would be if the Naga had boots. Demon Hunter made it to 3 though. What the hell? Why is the camera switching? I think I had Control C on the Naga Lamau. EleGaNt with some good blocks, man. Again, obviously it's easy to make fun of EleGaNt in this league. There's gotta be a bottom player, right? But if you compare the performances of EleGaNt and the performances of Fly in Season 1, it's night and day. I think the average map time for Fly at some point was like 5 to 6 minutes. And EleGaNt, even against Happy, coming in with fighting spirit, coming in with an elaborate game plan. He kills a lot of ghouls here. His Demon Hunter is on a good level. Naga needs to rise. And of course, he's still the underdog, especially in late game fights. But EleGaNt is doing a lot better than most people gave him credit for. But it's still Happy versus Night Elf. So we'll see. Oh, we still go for the 6th Acolyte. We still go for expansions. Because of all the ghoul losses, Happy is not going for the 9-minute 30 push, but rather the 8-minute expansion. And EleGaNt also saw this really quickly. Good scouting. Good progress and good inventory on Demon Hunter especially. Tree Rusher, thank you for the Prime. A good example for the rest of the viewers. Thank you, thank you.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close to level 3 is Happy's Naga. Is EleGaNt already in fighting shape? He's trying to counter expand. Coming in with a strong Demon Hunter. He needs these strong Demon Hunter plays. Pushing over the Naga a little bit, but there's still solid control. There's Nova, there's Coil, or there was. Demon Hunter has no staff, no TP, no invuln, getting further controlled. I don't know if it's enough time to just staff out here. Oh, he's trying to. Still line of sight thanks to the Destroyer, but for now, he's able to walk it off. It's all time for Happy, of course, to get this Expo up, but it's also time for EleGaNt in the north to get his counter Expo up. In this exchange there, Lich didn't get a single point of XP. Look at him go. This is way closer than expected. Happy has that Expo up and starts to fortify it, starts to mine on 2 bases. Wouldn't be a big surprise if we see Abominations, Fiend Switch. On EleGaNt's side, we see the first moves towards Talons. This does require some time though. It takes a minute for the Entangled Goldmine to kick in. It is an expansion play. It's still an 11-minute 30 push towards that Expo. We got ghouls in the mix. And EleGaNt, this might be doomsday on game 1. Can he get any production out? Demon Hunter in trouble, couldn't dodge the coil, unfortunately. Bears disappear. Focus fire by Happy, tremendous. Also counters the first Fork Lightning with that heal scroll, so it's a little bit more uptime on the ghouls. Big supply lead. It is an attempt of a DK focus. There's also an Invo Potion on that Naga. I think Happy is pretty much safe for all circumstances in these fights. EleGaNt reduces him to 54. DK still trying to save the Naga. Needs to save the Naga. Town portal. Not bad. Demon Hunter might suffer at the end of it. Reju, Dispel, Naga, save. Of course, big investment into that Naga save. And Destroyers are losing more and more and more mana. Not as powerful anymore. We got a Shredder up that could have helped in the fight. No money for an orb now. That hurts. But Happy is abandoning this push. Camps at the expo. Has no lumber at the moment for Disease Cloud, for example. And EleGaNt will get talent soon. It is a big 20 food lead. There's not too much to do on the map, really.
Players' forces are under attack.
Trying to reduce Happy's expansion a little bit. The income a little bit. He had a town portal anyway, so why not use it to force Happy away from the top, as EleGaNt first and foremost needs time. No easy Demon Hunter loss, no easy Naga loss. Still no orb though. I feel like he absolutely needs that orb. Demon Hunter has a staff, so continuously draining income, reducing income. Can he stall more time? Happy doesn't have web, as his lumber was rather low. Demon Hunter no level 5. No invuln on the Naga either. And that looks like the knockout punch. Nice nuke onto the demon, out of the fight. He got an orb finally, but he might not have a prolonged life. The crows are coming in. Happy realizes you gotta take care of them with Fork Lightning, Nova, right click, coil. Also precise, also well controlled. Crows with solid impact, but oftentimes dual hero alone and Destroyer Focus Fire is able to deal with them. EleGaNt stemming against the defeat. It's actually only a 10 food lead, as the Bears and Dryads do a good damage on the ground. Still, how do you deal with Undead Tri-Hero? EleGaNt is holding, guys. EleGaNt is holding. Naga needs an Invo Potion. Oh, Naga was coming back with Fork Lightning available. This could have been a kill, maybe. How good is this macro? Going back up to 50 with Bears for Reju. Dude, EleGaNt is truly impressing. An 16-minute match versus Happy is pretty much twice as long as he had any right to have. No Nature's Blessing, unfortunately, with Disease Cloud. Lots of reveal possible. Demon Hunter coming in. No more spells on Happy's side. Just right click. Triple production. You have to engage. You need this expo up if you're EleGaNt. Yeah, might not be the perfect army, but also for Happy, there's no mana, which is also imperfect. Dryad killing the Fiend here. If you take care of the Fiends, the Dryads shine big time. Naga in trouble once again, finally triggering that Invo Potion. Happy did some good shopping before. Lich next on the menu. Happy has to swap the town portal, and EleGaNt stays alive again. Champesque, you freaking legend, man. 98 months. I remember it as if it was yesterday when I saw your name in the sub notification the first time. I couldn't believe it. Oh my god, that Warcraft 3 YouTube legend is watching my content. And now 98 months later, you're still with us, especially on the weekends, man. Much love, much love, much love. So, EleGaNt is gaming, huh?
A player's forces are under attack.
Happy scouting for expansions. One to 0. Played it extremely different with Worms yesterday. Also coming in with Necro Wagons. I don't think that is necessarily for Happy. Thank you, True Flow, for the sub. And thank you, for the tier 1 sub. 68 month. And Happy's next wave of attack, crushing at the shores of EleGaNt. That's the expansion gone with no backup. EleGaNt needs to smash Happy now in Night Elf versus Undead. That is not too easy. And Happy should have control now. It took him 18 minutes. I think Happy is furious about the resistance of EleGaNt in this match. But the Chinese Night Elf underdog puts on a show, puts on a good fight.
Let's go.
Let's go indeed. Nightwall, thank you. And Sky King, thank you as well. The expected outcome. But I think in this series, the path is the goal. It depends on how you get to the end. And that was very much respectable. Later tonight, colorful. The Lin Slayer up against Soin. Pretty much a direct fight for playoffs. And EleGaNt again with the Mana Burn Immolation build, as one should. Archers in position, tech is running. I think in a match like this, Happy's #1 goal is of course winning. #2 goal, win as fast and as dominant as possible.
A player's forces are under attack.
Goal #1 achieved. Goal #2, But he also created a tendency in the past year or so to rather go for a tier 3 expo than a risky all-in push. You don't want to risk anything against the Demon Hunter, do you? But EleGaNt played a very fine Demon Hunter. Also got the levels whenever he needed them. A bit unfortunate for EleGaNt that there's no real poison creeps here on this map outside the Murlocs that you won't touch with a 10-foot pole. Good shadow melts, good right clicks. And Happy is only level 1. He couldn't achieve anything here.
A player's forces are under attack.
How was the all-in push risky? Seemed to win every game with it. Well, since then, a lot of things changed. Ghouls got buffed in 204, but it's still weaker than in 202. Night Elves have way more lumber income than in previous patches, so they get their army up faster and the tech up faster. Those are just oh, that staff is not enough, is it? Dodging a bullet here. This mid game already a bit better than last game, where EleGaNt lost the Naga immediately. Gets the middle camp as well with the one consumable. And making strides towards level 3. Plus a very well equipped Demon Hunter.
The player's forces are under attack.
Well done. Well done, EleGaNt again, man. I am impressed by this EleGaNt performance still. So during the tech, we go for Acolytes. If he kills an Acolyte here, that's huge gold advantage. Unfortunately, he doesn't kill one, loses an Archer, loses the TP. It is very interesting to see, by the way, that unlike any other Undead in the top scene, Happy did not go for an expansion. Even on Echo Owls. Like, if you watch any 1-2-0 or any Labyrinth games, they'll always expand here. Happy doesn't do that anymore. So we arrive at tier 3. Got lumber income reduced a little bit. As I said, 1-0 was playing a lot of Frostworms. On one base especially. Happy tried that before with dual worms before the buff. And that failed spectacularly, I would say. Now with the better worms, maybe there's an incentive to go for them again. Must also be a bit odd for EleGaNt to play one base. I like that he's not stubbornly going for one. If the undead doesn't expand early, you shouldn't expand early. And now preemptive counter expansion, I guess.
A player's forces are under attack.
Demon Hunter tried to steal something, but not with Happy. Throwing as many spells as possible to inflict as much damage as possible. We only have 5 Acolytes here, by the way. Not a 6. Indicating maybe a tier 3 timing push. If you saw that EleGaNt expansion, there's of course 400 gold invested into the future. That didn't pay off just yet. And maybe won't pay off. EleGaNt sees Happy coming with lots of ghouls, and that is the mischievous 9-minute 30 push. Little bit delayed, but no chance to get this up. Or is there with the strong Demon Hunter? We got Rejuve. We got solid damage. We tried to take care of the ghouls, but the DK blocks the way for the DH towards the ghouls. So good damage uptime for the primary melee. And that's the Naga down. And this is how we expected the series to go. Happy dominant in the 9-minute fight. EleGaNt took a big risk with that expansion when Happy wasn't going for an expansion. Maybe tried to preemptively counter him. Just as Sock tried to preemptively counter 1-0 yesterday. But Happy plays it differently than EleGaNt expected. Also 1-0 played it differently than Sock expected yesterday. And if there is investments into preemptive counters to a problem that doesn't exist, then that's a useless investment. And Happy owns this. This is how a game looks if you don't get your ghouls destroyed in the early stages of the game. And that's a 2-0 for Happy. This pretty much as dominant as we expected it to be. Yeah, so that's an extremely late Ancient.
A player's forces are under attack.
That Wisp also killed. That's extra experience for the DK. It is a problematic situation. We've seen Kaho yesterday fell to DK Harass and Lich. Got all his production buildings killed by just 2 heroes. And EleGaNt seems to be in a similar spot. EleGaNt keeps on fighting though. Happy's tech will be a bit later. Going into Fiends now. Ghouls creeping at the same time. Nice use of your time.
A player's forces are under attack.
And Demon Hunter keeps on creeping. Same for Happy. No big surprise here. EleGaNt has to take risks. Ancient of War creeping in the south is always quite sweet. No deny, even though it looked close. And EleGaNt, kinda, despite the Ancient of War falling early, speed running towards level 3. Gets the Rune Braces as well, one of the best items you can have as a Night Elf player. As it reduces spell damage, and of course undeads have a lot of spell damage. Unfortunately, they also have a lot of normal damage, and a lot of piercing damage, and a lot of magic damage. It's just a lot of damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
This time, the timing for the Naga apparently for Happy doesn't work out. Goes for the Lich instead, who got a crazy inventory already. Naga gets the bracers. Interesting choice. Yeah, this will be a lot of damage. On Happy's side, pretty much right away.
A player's forces are under attack.
So what's the way for EleGaNt out of this? Tier 3, still straightforward. Gotta make sure you're on the same basis as Happy. I think one base, one base. Oh, Happy kills the Magi. What a timing, man. What a sweet, sweet timing that was. With Nova, of course, a little easier, but also that coil timing. Oh, okay. Well, that's a kill with the TP and an Invo Potion. That is unfortunate. And you know it. B to W rip. Yeah, and with that, that's the game down the drain. Game 1, very much respectable. Game 2 the way we expected it, and Game 3 is a slow and steady demise. If only the Demon Hunter would have had the rune braces, huh? If only. Yeah, and now it's the Demon Hunter, unable to level for 90 seconds. Okay, now the series looks pretty much exactly how we envisioned it. With that kill, I think Happy also knows, I can finish this in 10 minutes. If I can finish a game in 10 minutes, why would I prolong it with the second base? Yo, Barry! Thank you for the tier 1.
Happy 700th day.
Happy 700th day in these 700 days, man. And it is a boneyard. Okay, he did see the 120 cow games, or is thinking alike. A frost, more and more and more frost worms, man. That is really cool. Anything that adds to diversity is healthy for the game. We've seen necro pushes yesterday late game. We see more and more worms. I mean, Ido had a discussion with the Microsoft CEO. I saw pictures. And as far as I heard, he didn't even have to bribe him. It was just very convincing. And just a week later, after their meeting, boom. Worms buff. So if you enjoy worms, thanks to Ido. If you're on the Night Elf side and you dread worms, well, you know who to blame. For once, it's not me. Well, people will find a way to blame this on me.
A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, it's about time. Cool to see more heavy air. Worms, chimeras, griffins. Cryzit orc. Was the discussion conducted in Bora Bora? No, World... What's it called in English? World Finance Meeting at Davos? World Economics Forum, I think it is in English. Well, 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 look at that. One side has a lot of damage and kept the heroes alive. The other side is trying to catch up pretty much from minute 1 on. This is as one-sided as it gets. We get some big, beautiful worms in this game. And good luck running away from these new worms, man. 4 seconds of slow and so much damage this time. He's able to press the Invo Potion. Well done.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
But yeah, you don't have to be a prophet to see where this game is going. Happy's heroes are getting stronger, better, hitting harder. The worm is a hero in itself. I thought rich people and leaders were meeting on a small private island. I heard some of these rich people tried to get invited or invited themselves and sent in emails saying something along the lines of, I would like to visit your island, girls FTW. And then got rejected. What a pathetic piece of shit. Girls FTW, man. I mean, it's not wrong, but the expression. This Lich is quite dominant. Nice little redo, nice little invis, nice little everything, but a nice little 3-0 win. This is the result that everybody expected. I think Happy is still gonna kick himself a little bit for having issues closing the game out on map 1. He cannot be satisfied with the performance like this. If one map between Happy and EleGaNt is close, that is unacceptable. Back to the drawing board for Happy. He set himself to higher standards usually. And respect to EleGaNt for that performance in game 1. Afterwards, it was deteriorating a little bit.